guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video talking about my favorite concealers. These are the concealers that I'm consistently going through that I just, every time I apply them, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is why I love you. There's a range of affordable to high-end concealers here. I'm gonna start off from most affordable to high-end so that we can kind of go through the spectrum. But the first one I'm gonna talk about is the e.l.f. Camo Hydrating Concealer, the 16-hour wear. This is so good. It is so good. e.l.f. just really did it with this concealer. As you guys can see, like, I use this all the time. It's halfway done, which is a lot for me because I'm constantly reviewing and trying new makeup products. So if I'm using something this much, it means I love it. This one is in the shade Medium Sand, and I honestly like this concealer better than the original, which I think is more so of like a matte consistency. The reason why I love this concealer so much is because it's one of those concealers that is very nice and full coverage, but it's still extremely hydrating on my skin. You guys know, if you watch my videos, I constantly talk about how whenever I wear a full coverage matte foundation, I like to neutralize the foundation with a more hydrating, creamy, lightweight concealer just so that it works great. So as you guys know, I have very oily skin, so I consistently reach for more full coverage matte foundations. So when I'm reaching for that finish, I need something that's still gonna give me really good full coverage, but it's going to be a happy medium and it's not going to affect the foundation that's already laying on my face. So that's why I like to use something that's super hydrating and very nice. I also love this because it lays so well underneath the setting powder. I do have to bake my under eyes because I have very fine lines under here that if I don't bake them, then it's going to look very creasy. And this concealer has never failed me. Very affordable. I think this is $6. Yes, it's $6. I'm about to say $5. $6, which is absolutely amazing. This competes so heavily with a lot of high-end concealers. This one in Medium Sand is my absolute favorite, especially for like a nice bright and fresh eye. Okay, so now I want to move into the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer, which I think this concealer is very slept on. It is so good. This one, I would definitely say it's medium buildable coverage. It's not full coverage immediately, but what I love about this concealer is the fact that it literally glides and blends onto the skin like butter. It is so lightweight and it's like velvety almost. Like, it just feels extremely luxurious. Obviously, I want to say that this is like 16 bucks, so it's not like the cheapest, but it's not the most expensive. And I just feel like the way that this applies on the skin is beautiful. To me, this is more so of a hydrating consistency. I would say that out of this one and the e.l.f. one, this looks to be more hydrating once applied than the e.l.f. one. I feel like the e.l.f. one has a little bit more of a normal finish when you see it on your under eyes, but this one is just so nice, especially for somebody who's looking for a good hydrating concealer. I think you're absolutely going to love the I Am Magic Concealer by Juvia's Place because it really does give you a nice hydrated finish. Also, if you're somebody that tends to suffer from a lot of dryness on the under eyes, or you feel like your under eyes can look very cakey very easily, then I would highly recommend checking this one out. It'll give you like a soft matte finish once you go in and powder it, but it's not going to look texturized or cakey whatsoever. It's going to look very nice and fresh. I think out of all the concealers that I have here to talk about today, this is probably the most luminous looking one, just if you leave it untouched, but it still looks so nice and healthy. And what I love about this applicator is just how nice and fat it is. Same way as the e.l.f. one. I don't know, I just honestly am obsessed with these big doe foot applicators. I feel like they're able to really cover a lot of area in the under eye, especially if you are somebody that really likes to go in with concealer. For me personally, I love to go in with concealer because concealer is just like my best friend. I feel like a look isn't complete until you apply that concealer, and once you go in and sharpen the edge like on the eye, like, it just gives you the look. So highly recommend this one. I don't see that many people talk about this concealer, but I was like, I need to talk about it because this is so good. I personally like this concealer better than the foundations by Juvia's Place. That's just my personal opinion. I feel like they just completely did this so perfect. If you've been eyeing this or been wanting to try a new concealer, I would highly recommend this Juvia's Place concealer. I know I don't talk about it that much. Behind the scenes, I'm constantly gravitating towards this concealer because it is so good. This one is in the shade 15. I'm just gonna move into the high-end ones. So the next one I want to talk about is Fenty Beauties concealer. This concealer is so good, the Pro Filter concealer. It is really nice and pigmented on the under eyes. Actually what I'm wearing right now. I love this specific color in particular because it does have like that yellow hint to me that almost gives you that brightening effect. So if you're around my complexion, 260 medium, I have raved about this. If you want to kind of know more about it, I have a review on it. And I also just recently raved about it in my Fenty Beauty makeup tutorial. And I just feel like this is the perfect concealer to really brighten up those under eyes. The coverage is phenomenal. I would say it's medium to full coverage. It's very customizable. So if you're somebody that doesn't want too full coverage, you can use a little bit less and you'll get more so that medium coverage. If you're somebody that wants that more full coverage, you can use a little bit more and you will get that great full coverage vibe. It also works really good with any type of powder. It doesn't look cakey whatsoever. If anything, it just gives you a very nice perfected matte finish. As you can also see, it looks very nice and smoothed out. This is the one that I'm wearing and I'm just like, the vibes, like the vibes, and it just goes perfect with everything. With this concealer, I really like to go in and highlight other parts of my face just because, like I mentioned, it does have that really pretty yellow brightening undertone for me. So I'll put it up here, down the nose, and sometimes on the sides. And you guys know Fenty Beauty always does it. Like everything they come out with, I'm just like, wow, this is like oro. Like so good. Okay, so the next one I want to talk about is this Jouer Concealer. If you're somebody that loves very full coverage concealer and you just want that full snatch and you're like a makeup king or queen, you are going to be obsessed with this Jouer one. I remember Nikki Tutorials, she would always talk about this concealer, and you guys know, if you guys know Nikki Tutorials, she's, well, I don't personally know her, but you know what I mean. If you watch her, you know that she loves full coverage makeup. She is all about that full coverage. So when I saw her rave about this, I was like, I need to get on this. And this was in the days where I was obsessed with a lot of makeup. Like I just love that look. And I still do love that look from time to time for like special occasions, but not like for everyday makeup looks. But if you are looking for that full coverage, amazing quality makeup look, that's gonna give you that like really, she is done up, this Jouer one is great. It just does a good job of covering everything it needs to cover. And even if you were gonna just go in with this concealer and no foundation, you can totally get away with that, and this will cover all your imperfections. This one is in the shade Creme Brulee, and I mentioned this, I wanna say a few tutorials ago, where I did my matte makeup look. This was what I was using, and it looks fantastic. Like it just really does a trick for a full coverage finish. And the last concealer that I wanna talk about is the Marc Jacobs Accomplice concealer. I don't rave about this much on camera, but I always rave about this whenever there's a Sephora sale or whenever I'm doing a more so natural makeup look. This is my jam. So basically with this concealer, what it is a stick concealer. So like that. So it's more so of a creamy formula. And with this one of the reasons why I love it so much is because if you're somebody that is going more so for a natural makeup look, and let's say you don't wear foundation, you just rely on concealer, you are going to love this for spot concealing. So like if you have like a little pimple or a blemish and you just want to go in that specific area, you can literally just go in with this. So nice and full coverage. It's gonna get rid of that. It's not gonna make it look cakey or make it look like you're wearing a lot of makeup or like what is that? It's just gonna make your skin look perfect. And I also noticed that on the days, like I mentioned, where I don't wanna wear that much makeup and I'm just relying on concealer, I'll go in the under eyes and just cover that up, then blend it out with my finger or a little brush. And then I'll kind of take it in other areas where I feel like maybe I have a little bit of redness or I have some little like pimples coming through. This one is high end, obviously, because it is Marc Jacobs. I want to say this is like $22, $24, but I saw that it was on sale at Neiman's for $16. No, this is actually $32. So this is definitely, I want to say, my most expensive concealer out of the other four that I've mentioned, the Marc Jacobs one, but Neiman's is having this on sale right now for $16 if you want to grab it. But I'm telling you, it lasts you a long time because I still have a lot of it. And I do use this a good amount. This one is in the shade medium 39, but it's just really great, especially if you're not a foundation person and you just want something for concealing and just covering certain little areas. This is going to be your jam. Like I literally love this stuff. And also you can always get a darker shade and kind of use that to contour if you want to. Like if you just want to have this for highlighting, concealing, and another darker shade to contour, that would be great because it is a stick creamy product. It does such a good job of blending out so evenly, so nicely, and giving you a very natural skin-like finish. So highly recommend this one. But that's pretty much the last one that I have to talk about. This video wasn't supposed to be too long. It was just kind of giving you guys my top concealers that I constantly rotate. And it's funny because I actually have like a little bin here, which I'll show you guys. Ooh, I have all sorts of things, but I mainly keep concealers. But you guys can see, like, I live for my concealers. I have another concealer container over there, but these right here are the ones that I'm constantly reaching for out of all of them. And you guys know, if you watch my videos, I use my Tati Beauty Blendable to apply concealer. This has been my jam. I actually need to get another one because this one's getting kind of crusty. But I really love that. Also, if you want to use sponges, a brush, certain ones I do prefer to apply it with a brush, like the one by Marc Jacobs. I would recommend applying this with a little brush. You don't have to go out of your way to buy a brush. I would just say like something fluffy that you can easily just blend, something like this. This is like an LA Colors random brush I have that was probably like $2. Blend that out and it's gonna give you such a beautiful finish. So I really love those concealers. I wanted to continue the series because I know the last ones I did was my favorite lip products at the moment, and I also did favorite foundations. So now I was like, you know what, let me move on to concealers. And I actually asked you guys on Instagram and also on YouTube community tab, and some of you guys gave me some great answers. So I'm always looking for suggestions for new videos, and I'm happy that I was able to do this. I know some of you guys did vote for the video to be a summertime makeup tutorial, and trust me, that is coming next, so stay tuned. Sometime this week I will have that video up, but a lot of you guys, the majority of you guys wanted this first, so I had to get up for my peeps. So thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoy watching my videos where I recommend you my top favorite makeup products for certain categories. Which category do you want to see next? Maybe eyeshadow palettes, because that would be pretty cool. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you are new to my channel, hi, welcome. My name is Jessica, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video enough to stick around and become a friend here on YouTube, because I make amazing videos on makeup and I want to get to 50,000 subscribers by the end of the summer. I keep manifesting it because I believe that when you put it out, it comes back to you. So please go ahead and subscribe, become a member of family here on YouTube down below. While you're at it, hit that notification bell, because that will make sure that you are notified as soon as I upload it. You don't want to miss any of the fun that we have on my channel. And that being said, I love you guys so much. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and I'll be seeing you guys very soon for a brand new video. Bye guys.